Oh, hey there. I've got a tip video for you guys today. This one's all about how to sit at the piano when you're practicing or playing. Now, that might seem like an obvious one. You sit down at the bench and you start playing, right? But there's actually a little bit more to it, and it's important because with the wrong posture, you could actually end up feeling a lot of pain when you practice, and that's not a good thing, right? We want to have fun at the piano. So let's talk a little bit about how to sit at the piano. So first, how close or how far do we want to be from the keys? Well, we want to be at a comfortable sort of medium length, right? We want to not be reaching out like a zombie, but we also don't want to be a T-Rex, right? We want to be right in the middle. And a good test to see if you're in the middle is, one, are you comfortable and loose? Can you move your elbows out and feel comfortable? But two, look down and see the angle of this part of your arm should be about perpendicular to the ground and then forward a little bit. And then your forearm should be essentially parallel to the ground or to the keys. And then let's talk about shoulders and back, right? Obviously, we don't want to be hunched too far, but let's talk about why. The more hunched in you are, the more limited your range is to play the wider extremes of the keyboard. And your vision is a lot more limited too. In order to see the extreme right of the keyboard or the extreme left, you have to physically turn your neck to see. Now, I can't wait to sit up because I've been sitting like this for a while. When we finally sit up and we have our back straight and we have our shoulders back and chest out, now I can see the entire keyboard with a lot more of a subtle turn of the neck. And with my shoulders up and back, I can reach out this way a lot more easily than I can when I'm in like this. Now finally, let's talk about the bench. We're sitting on a bench and we have our distance away from the keyboard already set, but the bench underneath us needs to also be set. So we don't want to be sitting on the back of the bench or even in the middle of the bench. We want to be seated in the front half of the bench, kind of on the edge. And that's because, especially when we turn to the extremes of the keyboard here, we want to be able to rock a bit on the bench. And we want our legs to be able to lean into the direction that we are headed with our fingers. If we're seated on the back of the bench, and our thighs are on the bench, it's harder for us to lean in. But if it's just our butts on the edge of the bench and our legs are floating, we can lean in a bit more. So all of these tips here are about freeing up your range of motion and loosening up any muscle tension. So I encourage you guys to practice this kind of posture when you're sitting down to play. Even if it's just for 5 minutes to practice a 5-note exercise, think about your posture first. Well, this was a tip video, and I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for more. See you around.